Ho, 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 everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing Christmas Eve, or actually, potentially for some of you, Christmas Day right now. It's Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, everyone. And today we are going to be checking out Christmas cars, because right now I am driving the car that you are going to be getting for free on Christmas Day. Now, last year it was the Hermes, which was a car that actually came with GTA 5. I think it wasn't really that big of a present. This thing is a whole brand new car that we are getting on Christmas Day for free, and it is this right here with the bow on top and all. By the way, the bow does disappear. You can get rid of that. But it is this, the Clique. Very cool classic car, which I think does class as a muscle car. Yeah, we've got a little bit of a wheelie going on there. I reckon if we were to tune this up, definitely we'll be able to pull off a wheelie, but not so much in stock form. But this is the Christmas Day car. So, before we actually get into this and actually talk about all the other cool stuff that is being given out on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in GTA Online, there's going to be some comments on the screen. These are comments featured from the previous video. If you would like your comments featured, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Figureight, and also Instagram and all that sort of cool stuff. Also merch, but I mean, it's Christmas, so I'm sure you guys won't worry about that today. So yes, it is now Christmas and time. By the way, I love that this is a thing. I know this is a small detail, and I know it's obvious, but I just like how when you go in here, the weather stops and the snow disappears. Although you can't see any snow. Oh no, there you go. Look, there's the snow. And then, lovely, lovely. So, this is the Clique. Now, if this is currently still for you Christmas Eve and you haven't been online yet, you can go online right now and you can get a black and white Bones festive sweater, a firework launcher, 10 firework rockets, and full snacks and full armor if you want to get those. Or if it's Christmas Day for you, or maybe it's almost Christmas Day for you, in which case you can look forward to unwrapping these very soon, you have the Up and Atomizer gun, which is a whole new gun which I don't think we can even access. I'm going to try and see if I can spawn this in just so we can test this out. But oh god, that bike, what's he doing? Madman! I have a feeling that this stuff isn't really going to be in the menus mod. I can't see any of it featured anywhere. No, sadly, in single player, whatever. But at least I get the chance to preview this thing before it even comes out in online mode and preview it to you guys. But there is the Up and Atomizer weapon. There is one free purchase of the Vapid Clique, which is this car right here. We also have the Slasher festive sweater, a firework launcher, 10 firework rockets, 25 sticky bombs, 25 grenades, 5 proximity mines, also 5 Molotovs, full snacks, and full armor. And that is what is being given away for Christmas this year in GTA Online. Actually, I'm not 100% sure on the armor, but I think the armor is also included. So, now that we've had a quick look at this, and I've talked about what is going to be included, let's just park here and have a little bit of a closer look at this brand new car. So this is the Vapid Clique. Let me just go into menus mod. Let's go to menus customs, and we can go ahead and tune this up straight away. So let's just actually, what I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to open up all the doors and everything just so we can have a look, because this is a brand new car. We might find something interesting. It's definitely quite cold and wintry sounding with all this wind and stuff. I think I might turn the wind down a bit. Or does that get you guys in the mood? Do you know what? It's Christmas. We're going to have the cold wind. Seems that we're out in the cold. So here's the engine bay, looking pretty sweet. Here we have the boot, pretty empty. And then we have the interior, which is very cool because it's also tied in with the body color. So we have all of this in the body color as well. Very nice, simple, classic dash with all of these going on here. We've got vacuum gauges, temp gauges, blower gauges, and then oil, miles per hour, speedometer, and fuel. And it's a pretty simple interior. We've also got like these metal seats, as you can see here. And not so much going on in the back, but definitely a very classic look. So let's first of all look at the liveries, because actually what you're looking at right now is the Merry Cliquemas livery. If we go back to stock, it looks like this right there without the bow. So for liveries, we have the classic stripes, we have the Vapid stripes on one side, we have the J-Keys Lager right there, We have the Hipster 17. Also, should probably look at the sides of these as well. There we go. There's the sides of those ones. We also have, what does this say? Raj 17. This car is very covered in snow. Hang on. Then we have the Scooters Bro Racer, or the Scooter Bros Racer even. We have then the Premier Racer in blue. We have the Classic Racer, which also combines those classic stripes as well. Then we have the Rim Paint Painter, or the Rim Paint Racer. Pretty simple, not too much going on. I mean, this green doesn't really look great with it. Then we have the Arrow Racer. Well, that's not too bad. I quite like the look of that one. And then we have Los Santos Racer. And then we have, of course, the Merry Cliquemas. For this one, for this build, actually, I'm going to keep the Merry Cliquemas because I want this build with the green and everything else. Then I'll do one more build a little bit different. And I'll also try and use some V-Starts, although I will say that in the current update, the wheel width ability currently doesn't work. So we'll have to sort of work around that. So let's just go and check out all the spoiler stuff or whatever else we've got on here. So on the spoilers, we have the options of the bespoke trunk straps. As you can see right there, let's just zoom in to get some nice detail. There they are, right there. Then on the front bumper, we have the options of the stock. We have the classic bumper, which to me ties the look. I think it looks much better than the stock. Then we have the retro bumper, which again just ties the whole look of the car together. Looks so much better than stock. Then we have the racing bumper. Again, I think that actually looks quite nice. A little bit sharp looking, but I dig it. Or we have the bespoke Clique bumper, which just sort of adds this little rack thing down the bottom here. Tiny little thing. I think for this one I want to go for the retro bumper, just because I think it looks really cool. But then again, I'm thinking about the next build as well. I don't know. Maybe we'll just go for the classic look this time. Then on the rear bumper, we have the stock. We have the classic right there. Then we have the retro. Then we have the racing. Then we have the bespoke Clique bumper. So it just, oh, I see. It just sort of adds like a very small thing, sort of like a lightweight racer look, sort of almost. Kind of makes it look a bit dainty, actually. That's one of the things that I think this car looks quite good, where it's got these nice, thick, chunky bumpers. So that dainty little bumper there looks a little bit weird. I think for this one, we'll go for the classic bumper. Then on the chassis, we have chassis 1, which is actually going to be the roll cage. So let me just go inside here to show you. Here we go. Oh, actually, that's not just a roll cage. That's also new racing seats as well. And in some bigger seats. And all the roll cage, as you can see, going all the way around there. And also down there across the doors as well, as you can see. Then for the grille, we have quite a few options here. We have the stock grille. We then have remove indicators, if you're not too sure about them. Personally, I think they look great, but never mind. Then we also have the open grille. We have the 3 bars. We have the classic grille, which I think looks really cool as well. Then we have the bullet grille. Again, I'm a huge fan of that one. Then we have the double barrel grille. I think these all look great. And then we also have the custom one, which has a little skull in there as well. I think I might leave that for the second one. So for this one, I might actually mix it up and go for this classic grille. It sort of looks like a classic taxi, like a crazy taxi. I quite like that look, to be honest. So I'm going to go for that. Then on the hood, we have the option of the stock. Then we have remove hood, just because. Or we have one with the bespoke hood straps right there. Seems we've got that on the rear. I'm going to go for it on the front. Just makes it look a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more fancy. Then on the fenders, we have the options of the stock mirrors. Then we have the racing mirrors, which basically moves them down there onto the wings. And then we have the retro mirrors, which has these little ones at the top right there. Just these little round ones. For this one, I guess I'll just go for the racing mirrors. I think they look great. Then onto the roof, we have the options to remove side trim. Actually, this is not roof based. Okay, so there is that trim going down the side there, that chrome strip. You can get rid of that if you want. There's also the option to remove the headlight trim. How does that compare? Oh, I see. Oh, no, I quite like that trim. Or we can have both of them, so it just gets rid of that and that. I guess that makes it look a little bit more raw, but I think for this build, I don't really want that. So I'm going to keep all that there because it looks great. In fact, if anything, I could probably get rid of the side trim just so we can have a better view of the livery there. Yeah, I'll do that. That's fine. And then it's just a case of engine, brakes, transmission, suspension. This can actually get slammed down quite a lot, I reckon. Let's see. Yeah, that's a pretty sizable jump. There we go. Get that all slammed down to the ground. And then we have the paints. I've already painted this green. Obviously, you can have this any color you want. But I think that with the red bow on the top from this livery, I think that green's probably the winner. And then we'll go ahead and go for some turbo tuning, and that is it. I guess because it's Christmas, should we add some neons? Let's do it. Let's just go for these in, I don't know, red? That might tie it in with the green and the red. Yeah, let's do for that. And then we'll go for wheels, and we'll go for muscle, and we'll just get ourselves some nice muscle wheels from the... well, actually, let's just do this as a full online build. Let's not use any mods for this first one. So let's just go for some of these stock wheels. Actually, I quite like the look of the Muscle Freak wheels. They sort of tie it in quite nicely. Mind you, also the Dodman. Dodmans look pretty cool. I reckon that's that build done. I'm not going to use any mods for this first one. This is as you would build it in online mode. Right there. And there you go. And we should now be able to, if I just stop here, give it a rev. There we go. It's a muscle car, which means we can now do wheelies. How about that? Yes, for those of you who don't know, in the latest update, if you brake, rev, and launch... Oh, that's quite a good one going uphill. That was good.
Too close.
Even though it caused Michael to scream as if someone had crashed into him. Not bad. Let's just try and see if we can get a good one on this hill here. Let's go. Let's just stop right there. Oh, still going, still going, still going. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, if you want to get a good wheelie, definitely start going up a hill. That's the winner. Right, so that is our first build done. Now, I'm going to just make a really cool classic style one without any of the liveries and stuff. Let's see how we go. Right, so I have got rid of the snow. I've got rid of the cold. I've retired our winter Christmas car over to the corner because now I want to build the hot, cool summer build to what this would be like for the rest of the year. So let's just go ahead. Go to menus, customs, and let's see. Let's get a spoiler. I'm going to go not so much for the trunk straps for this one. I quite like how it looks bumperless, to be honest, but let's just keep going. So I'm going to go for this one. I reckon the retro bumper. I've kind of got a build in mind. We'll see how this goes. Then on the rear, I want to go for the retro bumper as well. On the chassis, I'm going to go for that chassis, get that racing interior going with that cage and everything else. Then on the grille, I'm thinking, let's see what we got here. I do like the classic look. That classic grille is just great, but I'm sort of liking either this or the custom death grille. I think I'm going to go for the custom death grille. Then on the hood, it's just a case of remove hood or just add the straps. I actually want to go for a sort of raw look. So I'm going to go for the remove hood look. It might work, it might not work. We'll see. Then on the fenders, let's go for the racing mirrors. Or actually, maybe the retro mirrors. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I want to go for a bit more of a hot rod style. This is a very cool hot rod-esque car. So definitely want to go for that. And then we can get rid of all the trim and stuff. What does remove trim? Actually, that might work for this one. If you want to make this like a proper hot rod, then that's going to work. So we'll go ahead and tune this thing all up. Let's go for suspension, slam that down. And let's just go for paint. And I'm thinking this might not work, but I just want to go for these metal colors because I just want to go for something raw and awesome. They're kind of cool, but I'm not entirely sold, but that might just be because I'm not feeling it with these wheels. Let's change the wheels first. So I'm going to use some of the wheels from the Law Friendly Wheels mod. And actually, these look great. That does look cool, but it's a bit too modern. I want to go for something a bit more raw. So, ooh, something like these. You know, something basic. Something like that. Where it probably means business, but it's not too much show. You know what I mean? Oh, maybe something like that. That is, oh, that is nice. There's also a little bit, just a tiny bit of like a Volvo Amazon feel that I'm getting from this car. Ever so slightly. But anyway, I'm going to go for those wheels. I might even keep them in black because I think they look great. And then for the paint, I think they all look amazing. I kind of like the pure gold or the brushed gold. Oh, that does look nice. That is a real summery feel. That's got me feeling a little bit warm inside. I'm liking how that looks. Ooh, it's different. It's nice, but it's classic. It's classy, but at the same time, it's... I think it just fits all criteria. This is awesome. I love this. That is a real nice look. And just to give this a little bit more, actually, I want to see what's in secondary color. I don't think we have anything tied to secondary. Nothing's changing. Nothing that I can see instantly. No. Oh, look at that. I completely missed that before, but we also have that there. Manual gearbox, presumably. Michael must have the world's longest arm in order to change gear, because that is not a great position to have a gear stick. Why is that all the way down there? Definitely need some sort of gear stick extension on that one. Very weird. And of course we go for the turbo, and because I want to make this quick, I just want to knock that torque multiplier just up to 10. We'll keep the horsepower. I just want to get a little bit of tire burning going on. We'll stick a 0 on that, and I think that is done right there. Let's just jump out of this. Oh, this is nice. Let's just get a little bit of a wheelie going on. Oh, okay, that's big wheelie style. And there we go. I've got to say that this non-Christmas, I mean, the Christmas one's still pretty interesting and fun, but this build right here, I'm actually loving this. Even with the bonnetless look, I think there's something about this sort of resto mod meets hot rod meets lowrider meets drag car. It's, I don't know, I love it. You guys can let me know what you think in the comment section below, but I'm absolutely in love with this, actually. I think it's just a nice, it's just a nice, clean, good-looking, classic car, in my opinion. Here we go. Oh, that's perhaps not the best way. Let's do it on this hill here. Got a nice big hill to do this on. Oh, okay, we're still, okay. That was too much of a wheelie there. Sadly, I can't sort of like adjust throttle. I'm just using a keyboard today because my controller batteries have died, typically. But yeah, there we go. Oh, and there we go. Burning tires. This thing is mad and handles absolutely dreadfully. I did say I was going to use V-Stancer. See, the problem is I can't really do any sort of like things with the size of the width. As you can see, it just sort of says 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. It doesn't really do anything. I could change the wheel size, of course, and make these slightly bigger, but I'm not sure that's really the look I want to go for. Yeah, that's not really anything, but I can at least just slam this down. I'll just knock this all the way down to the ground and just have a proper slammed version of this. Get that tucked in a little bit more. There we go. There is our slammed look version. Nice. I wonder how this works. Oh, mind you, because this is visual lowering, it's just going to go into the ground. Oh, actually, here's a fun experiment before we finish. Let's go to this. Let's go to the visual lowering and make this back to where it was at stock, which is right there, which is still pretty low. And now I'm going to actually manually adjust the height of the suspension and bring this down, because now this actually has all the collisions with the road as well. So this means that technically, if I slam this down, we shouldn't be able to do any wheelies because it will just scrape. Right, so there it is. Slow down to the ground. And let's give it a rev. And oh, it goes a little bit for it. It has actually made the front wheels bug a bit, though. Yeah, okay, the front wheels are going mad. It gives it a go, and then the wheels break. Well, there we go, guys. That is it for this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please let me know by rating, commenting, and subscribing. Let me know what you think of this car as a Christmas gift. I mean, compared to the Hermes that we had last year, the fact that we actually get like a proper new car, as well as being a free car, that's awesome. That's always good for me. I'm a big fan. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and also just let me know what you've got for Christmas. Or actually what you think you're getting for Christmas, because this will be going up Christmas Eve. So yeah, let me know what you think you've got for Christmas, or what you're hoping to get for Christmas in the comment section below. But that is going to be it for this video. Hope you guys all have an amazing Christmas, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye and Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho. I probably shouldn't do that again.